Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will talk about how to write a research proposal for PhD. In some PhD positions, in some countries, in some universities, you are required to submit a research proposal for the scholarship. So, as a master student, I assume that you know a little bit about how research proposal looks like. Because it's more like a synopsis. It's like a preliminary research plan, which shows the initial idea of your research plan. So let's start this video. Starting with how to find an idea. First of all, your research should be unique. It must add to the existing knowledge. It should not be the repetition of a already published research. You should come up with a unique and a different idea which is not published, and you can take an idea from your master thesis research and pursue it. For example, if you wanted to do more research in your master and you thought that the time was short and you could not pursue the research, then in that way you can extend it. You can make a research proposal on what you wanted to do, and but you could not because you was running short of time. And that way you can also come up with a research plan. It should be your unique idea. Okay, this is the only key. And you can also find a different research topic by reading 4 to 5 good research papers and find the research gap. You When you will read those papers 2 to 3 times, you will have an idea. You will start thinking about what they are doing and what can be done in that field. Mostly to find the research gap, they also discuss it in the last part. You will see it mostly in the last part, discussion part of the research paper. In that part, they discuss it very openly, that why they did this research, what is the significance of their results, and what can be done in future. So you can take an idea from that part and you can make your own methodology, your own research plan on that idea. And for example, I'm just giving you an example with this line. If there exists a research on the impact of social media on children, then you can tweak it. You can study the impact of social media on young people aged 20 to 25 who spend more than 9 hours on mobile in Pakistan. Now let's see at this. Like the initial research was very general. Like it was showing the like the overall impact of social media on children, but you change it. You added two to three factors in it. For example, you added young children and you specified the age. You specified the time they are spending on social media, and you specified the area in which your study will be done. Okay, so that's how you generate a different idea, and you can pursue it. Now, in this slide, I'm talking about the main headings which are important to be included in your research plan. First of all, start with introduction, state of the art, and explain so in that part, explain the most important development made in your research idea, like in your research field, the idea you are pursuing. Like tell the reader about the work which has already been done in your field, and also discuss the gap you intend to study. Then you can then comes the second heading of objectives. And you can also mix that heading in the first. Like you don't need to give it a separate heading, but sometimes in some universities they require you to to have a separate heading to explain them in a clear way, that what are the objectives of your research. So in this part, you discuss what you will accomplish in your research. Then comes the methodology, its name indicates, that you can name the techniques you will be that will be used in different steps. No need to give the details. Like you don't need to give the details, like at what temperature you will be doing cloning, like how much concentration of a particular chemical you will be using at what temperature, what incubation period, like all that, all the minor details. No need to delve into the details, just give an idea that these would be the techniques used in different steps, and more than enough. Then comes the fourth heading, expected results. In this heading, because you don't have a result, you can only assume, you can only expect the results. So tell them the findings of your research and when you will find them, because you talk a little bit about in this part, you talk a little bit about the duration you will the duration that those results will take. So and tell them that your research will find this and this. And then comes the last part, is one of the most important parts, I believe. Sometimes we skip it, like significance. Significance of your research. In this part, must discuss how your research will fit into the bigger picture, like how it will benefit any sector. For example, if you are in plant science field, tell them that how your research will benefit the people, the industries in agriculture sector. If you would not include that heading, then you can probably you can like assume that the committee in your interview will ask about this. So it's better idea to already include it in your research, and then you will be in a good position. Here comes the important tips, which I believe you should consider before writing your proposal and before sending it for the PhD position. First of all, try to write a research proposal of more than 2,000 words. So you can make it short according to the need of university. Sometimes some universities require a research proposal of 1,000 words, some require 1,500 words, and some explain the research proposal in characters, like they need a character of 10,000, they need a research proposal of 10,000 characters. So you can always make your proposal short, but it's better idea to have to already have a research proposal of 6 to 7 pages, so you can always short it when you need. Add one diagram, infographic representation of show to show clearly how and when your research will be accomplished. In next slide, I will explain that how you can add a infographic representation, because it gives a very pleasant, you can say a pleasant impression that you really invested a time on your research proposal. So when you add a visual representation of anything, then it becomes more easy for the reader to grasp the idea. Okay, so in the next video, I will explain that how you can easily add an infographic representation of anything of your any part of your research plan. Avoid plagiarism. This is very important. Sometimes they also check it. So if your content is plagiarized, then you can expect elimination from that PhD position. Proofread your research plan. Sometimes we when we write, we don't consider that we are making mistakes. We just complete the research plan and send it as it is. So it's better idea to proofread your plan, because having a very minor mistake gives a very bad impression, and it looks more unprofessional. And be confident that your research or your proposed research is possible, and you should also make it sure that the proposed research is possible in that area where you're applying. And because sometimes they also ask, in when I used to appear in interviews, they used to ask that question, that in our area the temperature is very the weather is extreme, how you can pursue that research. So always have an idea that how you will pursue that research in that institute. And if there are any other institute in the Europe, in USA, anywhere, then you can also name it. So here I will explain how to add I will explain a very easy way to add an infographic representation of anything in your research plan. We go here, you will select insert, there you will find smart art. Okay, here are already a graphic representation, you will find the different empty boxes, and you can add any of these boxes in your research plan. And it's a very easy way. You don't have to sketch all the way and to have a final representation, because it requires a very minimal time from you. So go with I will go with this one. Here we will add it, and you can also change the color. For example, we can add the color. So in this picture, let's assume that we are showing that how much time your research will take. We will divide our research in different years. For example, first of all, you talk about in first year, you are going to perform data collection and data analysis. And here similarly, you can add second year, you can add next third year what you will be doing. And if you see that you want to add another year, then go here and add shape. They will add another shape of similar font and similar like shape. And you can add your research in here, like whatever you want to do in your fourth year. So this way, this is a visual representation of how you will accomplish your research throughout the years in first, second, third, and fourth year. So it leaves a very good impression on the reader that you was really interested, and you are really interested in the position, and you did really hard work. So that's all about this video, and we will in the next video we will discuss PhD interview. And till then, Allah Hafiz.